Have you ever noticed how your morning begins, almost without you? You wake up. The alarm buzzes. Maybe your phone is the first thing you touch. Before your feet even hit the floor, your mind is already racing: emails, news, deadlines, people needing things from you. It's like your day grabs you by the hand and pulls you into its rhythm before you even have a chance to ask, "Wait, what do I want today to feel like?" Now let me ask you something personal. When was the last time you said something kind to yourself, out loud, first thing in the morning? Not a to-do list. Not, "I need to lose weight," or "I should have slept earlier." I mean something truly kind. Loving. Affirming. The kind of words you would say to someone you deeply care about. Most of us don't do that. Not because we don't want to, but because we're not used to it. No one ever taught us that we could begin the day by nourishing the mind, the same way we nourish the body. In Buddhist tradition, there's a beautiful practice of planting seeds in the heart at the break of day. These aren't physical seeds, of course. They're words. Sentences. Intentions. Simple lines that carry powerful truths. Because in the quiet moments of morning, when your mind is soft, when your heart is still tender from sleep, that's when you have a chance to shape your inner world. That's when your words matter most. Today, I want to share with you 5 simple sentences. So now, let's go back to that quiet moment of morning. You're sitting there, perhaps still in your pajamas, the sun just starting to light up the window. You've taken a breath. You've asked yourself, "What do I want to plant in my heart today?" And now, we begin, with 5 simple sentences. Each one is like a small drop of water, nourishing the roots of your awareness, your compassion, your clarity. Let's explore them, one by one. Sentence 1, today, I choose to speak with kindness. This may sound simple, but it's powerful. So often, we speak without thinking. A sharp word here, a complaint there. And we don't notice how each one leaves a mark, not just on others, but on us. When we say this sentence in the morning, we're setting an intention. To make our words healing, not harmful. To bring warmth into conversations, even hard ones. To remember that words can be medicine, or poison. Imagine walking into your workplace, or talking to your partner, already holding this intention in your heart. You become more mindful. More patient. You catch yourself before snapping. You soften your voice. Kind speech isn't weakness. It's wisdom. Sentence 2, today, I choose to listen with compassion. Listening is a quiet art. In our noisy world, it's easy to forget how rare it is to be truly heard. This sentence reminds us that we don't always have to fix or advise. Sometimes, the most powerful thing we can offer is our full presence. Just listening. Without interrupting. Without judgment. Compassionate listening begins at home, with ourselves. Can I listen to my own feelings without brushing them away? Can I offer myself the same gentle attention I give others? When you practice listening with compassion, something changes. People feel safer around you. You become a soft place in a hard world. Sentence 3, today, I choose to see the good in myself and others. This is a big one. Because our minds are wired to scan for problems. To fix. To protect. But what if, just for today, we pause to see the good? Not in a fake, overly positive way, but in a grounded, mindful way. When you look in the mirror, can you notice one thing you appreciate about yourself? When your child makes a mess, can you still see the love behind their little hands? When your partner forgets something again, can you remember the 100 things they did do right? This sentence doesn't ignore flaws. It balances the view. It's like opening the curtains to let the light in, on yourself, and on others. Sentence 4, today, I choose to let go of what I cannot control. This one is for the worriers, the perfectionists, the overthinkers. And yes, that includes most of us. So much stress comes from holding on, trying to fix, change, or control things that are simply beyond us. The weather, other people's opinions, the past, the future. This sentence is an act of release. It's saying, I will do my best, but I will not lose my peace over what's not mine to carry. It's not giving up. It's letting go, with grace. Try whispering this sentence on a difficult morning. Feel the shoulders drop, the breath soften. That's the gift of surrender, not in weakness, but in wisdom. Sentence 5, today, I choose to live with gratitude and presence. This is the heart of it all. Gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's a way of seeing. It's looking at your ordinary day with extraordinary eyes. The warm coffee, the breath in your lungs, the way the sunlight touches your kitchen floor. Presence is where gratitude lives. Not in the past, not in the future, but here. When you speak this sentence in the morning, you anchor yourself in now. You remind yourself, life is happening right here. Don't miss it. These 5 sentences are not magic spells. They won't make your problems disappear, but they will shift the way you meet them. They help you show up with clarity, with kindness, with courage. And over time, these tiny intentions begin to reshape your life. Not overnight, but slowly, gently, like water wearing away stone. You may still have hard days. You may forget. That's okay. These sentences will be here tomorrow morning, waiting for you again. Because each day is a chance to begin again. And every morning, you have the power to choose what seeds you'll plant. By now, you've seen how 5 simple morning sentences can shift the energy of your day. But let's take a step deeper. Why are words so powerful? And what happens, not just when we speak to others, but when we speak to ourselves? In Buddhism, all our actions are seen as coming from body, speech, and mind, then, cow, why. All 3 create karma, that is, patterns of cause and effect that shape our lives. We often pay attention to what we do with our hands and feet. But what about our mouths? Speech, cow engeep in Buddhist terms, is not just something that affects other people. It leaves deep marks on our own hearts. When we speak with anger, resentment, or carelessness, that energy doesn't vanish. It settles in. But the same is true when we speak with kindness, patience, or truth. Over time, the way we speak becomes the way we think. And the way we think becomes who we are. When we repeat certain words, again and again, they start to shape how we see ourselves. For example, if every morning you tell yourself, I'm always behind, or I'm not good enough, your mind starts to treat that as truth. You feel stressed, rushed, inadequate, even if no one else said it to you. But if you say, I have enough, I am enough, I can meet this day with peace, something softens inside. Something opens. Words are not just sounds. They become beliefs. Beliefs lead to emotions. Emotions shape our actions. It's a chain reaction, and it begins with what we say. This isn't just ancient wisdom. Modern psychology backs it up too. In recent years, research into affirmations, positive, intentional self-statements, has shown something remarkable. Studies have found that daily affirmations can reduce stress and self-doubt. They can increase confidence and resilience. And they help cultivate self-compassion, especially in challenging times. One study even showed that affirmations light up the brain's reward centers, as if the mind is receiving a small, nourishing gift. This is exactly what the Buddha taught thousands of years ago. Our inner speech shapes our inner world. So when you speak those 5 sentences each morning, you're doing more than just creating a good vibe. You are teaching your mind how to live. You're choosing what kind of energy to plant in the soil of your heart. And over time, that energy becomes your home. What would happen if every morning, your mind heard kindness first? What if the first voice it met was not criticism or worry, but calm, steady encouragement? That's the power of mindful speech. That's the gift of right words, spoken at the right time, with the right heart. So now you know. Words are not just words. They are seeds. They carry intention, energy, direction. They shape not only how we move through the world, but how the world moves through us. You don't have to change your whole life overnight. Just start with one small practice. Before you touch your phone. Before the noise of the day arrives. Take one breath. And speak 5 kind truths to yourself. Say them out loud, gently, like you're speaking to someone you love. Because you are. You can use the 5 sentences we shared, or create your own. The exact words don't matter as much as the spirit behind them. What matters is that they come from your heart, and return to your heart, again and again. You don't have to get it perfect. Some days your mind will resist. Some days you might forget. That's okay. This isn't about control, it's about care. This is your way of returning to yourself, each morning. Of remembering who you are beneath the noise. Over time, this small act becomes a sacred rhythm. Like watering a plant. Like lighting a candle. It says to your own heart, I see you. I choose peace. Let's begin again. If you're watching this, something in you is ready. Ready to speak more kindly. To live more gently. To show up for your own mind like a trusted friend. So try it tomorrow. Just 5 minutes. Just 5 sentences. Let the first words of your day be full of intention, not reaction. And notice what happens, not just in your mood, but in your heart. Not just in your thoughts, but in your actions. Because the world outside you will always reflect the tone you've set within. If this video spoke to something inside you, if it made you pause, breathe, or feel more at peace, please take a moment to share it with someone else who might need it too. And in the comments, let me know. What words do you want to say to yourself tomorrow morning? Until next time. May your words be wise, your heart be light, and your mornings full of peace.